Ready?
I guess. Ready as I'll ever be. Hello and welcome to episode 19 of the Scotch podcast. Today we are joined by Old Collegian Lauren to just chat.
Just to chat. Guys, you've got an intro. You're very professional here. This is way more professional than back in my day. When I was at Scotch, we didn't have microphones. That's how old I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
So no
really
microphones.
old. No microphones. We were like horse and cart style.
Oh, it's really developed since then.
You guys have cars and stuff. Like, look at you guys showing off.
It's a bit flashy.
Now, did you not say my last name because you didn't know how to say it, or did you just not know it? Or you like, it's a hard one, isn't it?
DeCesare.
DeCesare.
Yeah, I was going to say
Good
that.
one.
I didn't want to get it wrong, so
if you want to be like a bit more Italian when you say it, that would be great. Like Lauren DeCesare.
DeCesare.
Yeah. Now we're having Italian lessons. Do you guys still learn French here?
No. Well, we do, but not right now.
Not right now.
We're not.
Okay. I learned French.
Oh, yeah.
I can count to 10. Whatever.
Oh, go, show us.
Did you do it? Do you know how to count to 10 in French?
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 years of French, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
So good.
Thank you. I only know how to say your last name because my dad played with Alex DeCesare.
Your dad?
Like, played cricket.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. My younger brother is 30 and he plays Old Collegians in A grade.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was talking to Dad about well, not about you, but about talking to you on the podcast. I was like, oh, make sure you tell Lauren that I played with her brother. So I was like...
Yeah, see, my brother and I are very different. I was music captain and he was sport captain, and there was not a lot of crossover. We're very different.
Polar opposites.
I was like, what's a ball? And he was like, I don't... Well, no, he knew what that was. Because he was very good at football and cricket and everything, and I just like hung out in Torrens Park House up the little stairs and just did all the music and all the drama and all the Tournament of the Minds and all the debating and everything, because I just like to talk, as you can probably gather.
You just covered all bases.
Yeah.
What are some of your favourite memories from Scotch?
Oh, I've got so many. I started Scotch when I was in year 5. So did you guys do the junior school as well?
I didn't.
I did.
You didn't? And ever since year 5, I made friends that now we are still best friends. So there's like 8 of us from school that started when we were year 5 and 6, and we've grown up together right through school, did schoolies, did our university degrees together, and then we've all recently just had babies together. Aww. So now we always used to say when we were like year 8, like one day we're still going to be besties and we're going to have babies together, and we actually made that happen. And now we've got all these mini-me's that are now probably going to come to Scotch, and all the same teachers will be like, oh my God, it's like teaching your mother.
That is so cute.
That's the some of the best memories of just meeting the most amazing people, and the people that you meet at Scotch will probably still be your core when you're 30, 40 and 50. Your life changes and develops, and people go overseas and do different things, but then you always come back, and my school friends have gotten me through like the hardest times of my life, and that's probably some of the best memories I have is with my girlfriends at school.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, it is cute, isn't it?
I hope our friends are still friends when we're older.
I think we will be.
Yeah, you will be. Your core.
Yeah.
Your core. What year are you in now?
11.
Year 11. Yeah, you've probably developed your core by now. So you're going into year 12 next year?
Yep.
Oh, big year 12. Are you guys excited?
I'm nervous.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
It's the best year of your life.
Yeah, I'm excited and nervous. Bit of mixture of both.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's the hardest, probably from year 9, you start talking about careers, right? So you have career days in year 9 and year 10 and year 11 and year 12. And I still remember being in year 12 and like all of my friends knew what they were doing. And I wanted to pretend like I knew what I was doing, but I kind of didn't. And I was like, maybe I'll be a journalist. So I was like, I'll try for journalism. And then I didn't get in. And so then I did my media degree at Adelaide Uni. And I remember trying to do some journalism at uni, and I just couldn't get it because I'm always quite happy. So when I was reading sad stories on the news, I always sounded happy because I always had an upward inflection, and they'd be like, you can't talk about car accidents like that because you sound happy. I'd be like, oh, okay, so journalism wasn't for me. And then I wasn't really sure if I liked what I was doing at uni until I found radio. And once I found radio in year 2 of uni, that's when I went, oh my God, I found my passion. So, like, never feel like, you come out of school and you do everything, you're like, this is definitely what I'm going to do. But sometimes you don't know until you're actively doing it. So that's when I found radio, and then that's when I was like, oh, I found my jam. You just know. It's really weird. Yeah. But all that, like through year 9 and year 10 and year 11 and year 12, I had all these ideas of what my career was going to look like, and none of it is what my career actually looks like now.
Yeah, it's funny how things change a lot. Like, I mean, I've got no idea what I want to do when I'm older now, but I think Tess wants to be a vet. So.
Oh, do you? Yeah. Oh, that's good. You love animals?
Yep.
Funny if you said no. No, I don't really like animals. I'm like, oh, that is not the job for you.
No. What, after you went through radio, what led you and Hayley to forming Adelady?
So I did my work experience at SAFM, and I just remember never wanting to say no to anything. So I always just said yes. And if there's one piece of advice I can say, if you want to get into a career, you just hang around. You do everything. So they were like, I did my work experience there, and they were like, we've got 100 hours. We want to teach you how to panel. So when you learn to panel, it's when you press all the buttons for the radio show. So the sound effects, turning the mics on and off, the traffic, the news. And I panelled for the Hamish and Andy show. I don't know whether you... Yeah, you're not that young. You remember Hamish and Andy? So I panelled for them, and I never forget my first day being by myself. I took the whole station off air, and I remember crying and my boss running in, and then he got a phone call from someone who worked at SFM going, who's paddling Hamish and Andy? Is it a monkey? They're terrible. And I heard the whole thing of them like abusing me, and he was like, oh, we just, I'll call you back. And then we like got the station back on air, and I just remember crying going, don't fire me. He's like, I can't fire you because we're not paying you. So I was like, okay. And then I went back the next day. I was like, I can't take the station back off air again. So like I learnt to panel, and then I was a creative writer. I wrote ads, and then someone literally broke their leg who was producing a breakfast show, and they were like, she can't get up the stairs. Do you want to come answer phones? And I was like, okay. So I found myself producing the breakfast show at SAFM, and that's where I met Hayley, who's now my business partner. And I worked my way up to executive breakfast producer. So I was pretty young to be doing that role. I was only, I think, 22, and then I left when I was 24. And Hayley and I always just had a really good connection. And then she left to have her second baby. I left. I went overseas, came back, and I was meeting her baby. And we were like, maybe we should do something together. And I was like, but what? And we're like, let's start an Instagram. Because, like, think about this is like 9 years ago. Instagram was just kind of like, was the big thing. Like, I know like TikTok and stuff now is like way cool. But like Instagram, we were like, okay, we're going to start a positive social media account that's all about sharing the best of South Australia. No negativity, no news. We talk about what we want to do, and that's it. We started an Instagram account. So I remember we both went away to think of logos, and we both came back the next day to have coffee, and she's like, oh, you're going to probably think I'm a bit weird. I'm like, oh, you're going to think I'm weird. And we both turned around our phones, and we both had a colourful pineapple. And so we'd both gone away and thought about our logos and came back with the same picture. So we were like, logo check, done.
Got that out of the way.
Got that done. I was like, oh, that's been a big day at work. Time to go home, have a nap. And then from there, we got contacted by Channel 9 to turn our business, our social media grew very quickly. Like we grew maybe to 30,000 followers in like a month or so. So we were growing rapidly. So Channel 9 said, come and let's talk about turning your social into a TV show. And like once we picked ourselves up the floor, we like composed ourselves and we're like, yeah, cool, we'll come to you. Play it cool, Lauren and Ailey.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Yeah, so then we went in there and we didn't realise that everything had to be self-funded. So we had to come up with a really large sum of money to create 8 episodes of TV. And we both, when they said the number, we both went, yeah, cool, we'll do it. And then we walked away going, what just happened? We weren't quite sure what happened, and we still remember walking up Peary Street, and we were just like looking at each other like going, what just happened? And we walked the whole way up Peary Street without noticing and walked past our cars, and then had to walk all the way back down Peary Street to try and find our cars. But within 5 weeks, we had the funding, we had everything, and then we started making our TV show, which has grown now. We've been on air for 7 years.
Wow.
So, but if someone had said, back even when we started our business, oh, you're going to have a TV show, I would have been like, nah, we're not. Like, we're just on social and I'm getting another job and this is just my hobby. And so it all kind of, these opportunities just throw themselves at you. You just got to kind of roll with it, which is hard to comprehend maybe now, but the opportunities are endless when you grow up and get out into the real world. It's so cool.
Yeah, it all just worked itself out, I guess.
It's quite stressful.
Yeah,
Everyone just sees us like drinking wine and eating cheese. I'm like, our job's heaps more stressful than that. They're like,
we do much more.
I'm like, I eat sandwiches. I eat drink different drinks. No,
it's a hard life.
It's such a hard life. No, but people see the end part of our business.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see the beginning part, which is it's our business. We're not just hosts. We fund everything. We've got 15 staff. We pay everyone. So it's not just we work as hosts of a show. So there's an immense amount of stress behind everything, but the stress is actually good stress because when you work for yourself, you get to manage your time and everything. And it's been the best thing. I get to work with my best friend every day. And we always joke, it's like a marriage. We know where we are, what we're doing. I love her kids. She loves my little girl. And I'm very lucky to have that.
Yeah. What does a day look like for you running Adelady? So could you, just talk us through your day?
Not today, because I just had a shower about 12 minutes ago and my hair's wet. A normal day, well, if we're filming, it can be anything. So some mornings we're up at 4 a.m. We might have to drive. So say if we were going to Kangaroo Island to film, we hop in the car, drive to the ferry, hop on the ferry. I always get sick on boats, which is always really attractive. As I'm vomiting in a bag, but that's another story. And then we get to Kangaroo Island, get a coffee. We always get changed in some form of toilet or a car park or a car.
Nice.
It's really glamorous, guys. TV's really glamorous. We do our own hair and makeup. We've never had a hair and makeup team. Still waiting.
Waiting for that one to happen.
I'm just waiting for someone to go, do you want us to do your hair and makeup? That would be fab. We do our own hair and makeup and then we start filming. So often it's us, it's our cameraman, Tom, and it's either Hayley and I or just Hayley and myself. And when we're out filming, I have to get the social content, so I've got to get my real content, my photos. I'm producing the segment, so I'm making sure the cameraman is getting all the shots. I'm talking to the client. They're really fun days, but they're quite draining and you can't miss anything, especially if you're in the Riverland or in Kangaroo Island or anything, and you're also relying on the weather. If it's windy, we can't get the drone up, but I need the drone to start the segment. So you're always kind of thinking on your feet. And then sometimes we might film 2 or 3 segments and then we go home. The best part is you take your makeup off and we sit in bed. And if it's Hayley and I, we call ourselves Bert and Ernie because we sit in bed with our laptops and just sit there with a cup of tea and work. So after we finish our big film day of filming and working for maybe 12 or 14 hours, we go home and we sit on emails. It's a really glamorous life, this TV.
So you do a bit of everything.
We do, but then some days we might be in the office all day. And we've got a team of amazing people that work with us and we'll be in the office, we'll be in meetings, we'll be creating content, we might have a team lunch. So not all days are filming days, it just depends on where we're doing. But every day, which is I love, is different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every day is different and everywhere we go to film, there's nothing that's just stock standard, we'll just do this, this and this. Because every day is weather dependent, water dependent. We're on a boat, we're snorkeling, we're at a winery, we're on a plane, we're on a helicopter. I had to abseil down the bluff. I hate heights. It was really scary.
Is so awesome.
Is it though?
Yeah.
It took me so long. And they couldn't play a lot of the footage because I was yelling things I shouldn't. Or TreeClimb. I had to jump. Have you done TreeClimb?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I had to jump the thing at the end and the cameraman was on the other side and he's just yelling. He's like, Lauren, my batteries are dying. Just jump. I'm like, I can't. I'm going to die.
I just can't do it.
20 minutes later, he's like, if you don't, I'm actually leaving. And then I did it. And you know how you're supposed to get the rope on the other side?
Yep.
I was so excited I jumped. I forgot to get the rope. So then I came back to the middle and they had to drag me back with a stick. And the camera's filming it and Hayley's there and everyone's just watching my bum just jiggling and I'm carrying a stick. I'm like, I hate my life. But they played it. It was quite funny to me.
I can imagine. So do South Australian companies contact you to make content for them or do you kind of choose?
Yeah, well, both actually. We work with a lot of councils and tourism, the tourism industry. We work with lots of different businesses. Some people come to us going, we want to be part of your TV show or on your social. We also have a print magazine, which Scotch College has been in every single one. I'm so proud to have you guys in working with you guys and in our content. So, but sometimes we go out to businesses as well. And so we've also just started. So we've got Adelady and Hello SA, and we've just started a media company called Hey Lozzie Media, like Hayley Lozzie. Hey Lozzie, get it?
Yeah,
I get it.
Glad you got it, guys.
You had to explain it first, but
some
then
people, I don't get it. Why is it saying hey to you? I'm like, because hey, do you know what? It's just
Doesn't
not.
matter.
And so we've been doing a lot in the past, but we've actually put a name to it. We create content for a lot of different businesses in South Australia. So it might not go on our platforms, but we're creating it for other people. So like even if you start a business, so say you guys in 3 years you start a business, it's always going to develop. Don't laugh, you coined it.
Who knows?
You coined it. Like
maybe.
you might 3 years, so you're sitting there in your big CEO desk with your big chair and you're starting something.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you don't know. And
Watch
then
this space.
Watch this space. When you're a CEO, like employ Hey Lozzie Media.
Yeah, I would.
That would be great. So our business. So now it's the 3 businesses we've developed over time, because you got to always keep reinventing yourself and changing. And as the time, except for TikTok, I just can't do TikTok. I try and I don't understand. I don't want to watch people do makeup because it makes me feel bad that my makeup's not as good as them.
Yeah.
What's the point of it?
Yeah, it does. It's good for like tutorials sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You guys are so good at teaching yourself stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
You just Google everything.
Well, we've got
YouTube it.
TikTok. So.
Yeah.
And you watch, okay, so like, are your teachers now like, do they just do stuff on TikTok? Is that
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Warren.
they
Warren's
make
good on TikTok.
They just make TikToks for us and then put it on the big screen and then just show us.
Oh my God, do they do dances and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, does Warren dance in TikTok?
Yeah, Warren loves it.
Yeah.
TikTok equals live.
I'll find Warren's TikTok account later.
least
So,
so.
actually, maybe I'll just hire you guys when you finish school so you can help us with that TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can create
We're pretty
TikToks for
good.
you.
I think we did one dance one time, and I don't want you to find it.
Oh, we'll make it ambitious. So what have been some of your highlights after starting Adelady? Because I feel like you'd get lots of opportunities coming from that. So what's been some of your favourites?
I think the best part about what we do is everyone that we meet. Like every time we go out to film or to a business, we're meeting a family. We're meeting someone who's been in business. Like we're working with a timber company, Abby Thomas. She went to Scotch. She's a couple of years older than me. They're celebrating next year their 100th year of being a South Australian business, for example. Like I get to go see her and her dad, and they've got this history of a 100-year business, and we get to learn all about it. I think that's the best part of the highlights for us is the people that we meet. And everyone is putting everything into running their cafe, running their adventure company, running their, starting TreeClimb. Like all these ideas that people have, we get to meet them, and you always learn different things from different people. And that's always the best thing, I think. Highlights as well is we've gone overseas quite a few times to film. So we've done Japan and we've done Fiji, and we recently went to Europe and did a cruise. And through like Italy and Greece and Malta, and that's like real pinch yourself moments, because you're like, when we were in Japan, we were like filming, we had our cameraman and our soundy and our producer, and like we're skiing down a mountain. I was like, what
That is
just
awesome.
happened? Yeah. Why am I on a mountain? And I bought the most silliest like hot pink stupid. We were like all the gear, no idea. Like I don't know how to ski, but I wanted to look the part.
Yeah.
And that was like a real pinch yourself moment, because I'm like, we've created this business that started from nothing. And suddenly we're in Japan creating an episode of TV that's going to be shown to Australia.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
That was, yeah. And then I tobogganed and I fell down this thing. But like, it was like, it was a funny story. But like, then I was like, that's not a pinch yourself moment.
Yeah.
But like, the other thing, I was just standing there just like looking at all these people, and we're in Japan and we had a translator, and we're in Tokyo and we're in these cars, and we did that thing. Have you ever seen on Instagram or Facebook, you go-kart around Tokyo? So you like go to a place, you dress up. I was the Cookie Monster and Hayley was Elmo. Guys, it's a really serious business. Okay, we do serious things. And we thought we'd be like go-karting around a car park, but like we were on actual roads, like on freeways. And I'm just sitting there in my go-kart, like, and the cameraman's here on his little like ute filming us, and we're on a freeway that's like 8 lanes, like goes like this around, and there's trucks turning, and I'm just sitting there with like this tiny helmet that's not going to save anything. Like it was probably plastic, in my Cookie Monster outfit, going, what am I doing? Like I'm trying to turn right over 8 lanes of traffic in Tokyo, but it was like we survived and stuff.
Got through it.
That was one of those pinch yourself moments too.
Yeah.
But we always have those sometimes of just looking where we are, and we actually have to stop ourselves and we'll go, oh my God, like look where we are right now. Like look at this view, and it's our job.
Yeah.
And you always have to remember to do that. Otherwise, you never, it's hard when you're so busy, you don't actually celebrate the wins.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest part that we need to be better at, because you just kind of go, oh yeah, that's cool, move on, because there's lots to do. You might find that in year 12. You've got to celebrate the wins. If you get a good mark for something, you got to celebrate that. Otherwise, you're going to get to the end and you're like, oh, it's done.
Yeah.
What did I do? You know, you forget stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on to the much anticipated segment that we've just...
Do you have like a boing, ding, 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 like some of an intro for this segment?
So we'll get onto it.
You'll find something. Okay, cool. So
in the meantime, last podcast, I don't know if you watched it. That's all right if you didn't.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Busy lady.
That's all right, I guess.
I didn't know what I was getting myself into today.
Well, last week we had Miss Adisha and Miss Hannah, which are
Miss Hannah was my teacher.
Yeah.
She's still, Miss Hannah. She's gone.
So last year.
Yeah, so she was
So last
retiring this
year?
year. Yeah.
Oh, Miss Hannah.
Yeah. Anyway, so they did lion noises for rampant lions. But Tess said that we should do lion noise, but I think we should probably challenge you a little bit and do some cat noises instead.
You want me to do a cat noise?
Yeah.
That's
just your
similar
best.
to a lion.
No,
Wait, I think
it's
you need
not,
to do
Tess.
Lion.
Okay.
My little girl's favourite movie at the moment is Lion King. So like we always sit at home and like during the Circle of Life we have to put Simba up. And like I'll sit there with my parents. My dad's got a giraffe and my mum's got a teddy bear. And like, we're all sitting there going, "It's the circle of life." Singing. She's not tone deaf, Miss Sorensen. She's actually quite good. She's got pitch. Like she'll be like full music captain one day in like 2037 or wherever she grows up. She'll be literally, she's 2.5 now. So when will she be doing year 12? I don't know.
2038.
2038. Oh my God, I'll be 100. I'll still be out filming at like RSL clubs and stuff. Hayley and I joke about that. We'll literally be 80 and we're like, coming up, we're going to take you to our favourite nursing home next. Okay, so you need to start. I need to know what your lion noise is.
Well,
Like, do you do like hand movement or just?
well, it's a new segment, so we can include hand movements. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with
Yeah,
that.
I would like a monster noise, Sophie, to really get me in the mood.
Oh my god!
This is my favourite part.
Guys, we're being like Scar. Raw. If I was producing right now, I'd be wrapping this up. Let's go to a song, Sophie. Poppy, you didn't roar.
Oh, no. Raw. I'm not...
That wasn't very good.
Yeah, well, you put me on the spot and I
All
got
right,
nervous.
Sophie, off with the voice, off with the voice. Are we back? All right, we're back.
I'm still a monster.
Oh, I'm not.
I think we need to stop with the monster noise.
Because it didn't go well last week either.
Yeah, look. Oh, we're back. All right, Sophie. Round of applause, Sophie. I unfire you. No, monster noise as a producer, like we've got to ramp it up. You've got to have an intro, something a bit quirky, something a bit zany.
Yep.
Go into the monster noise, potentially get callers to come in.
Oh,
yeah.
Take some calls. 13, 24, 10, we're going to take your calls next.
Yep.
Monster noise, really build it out. Maybe some movie tickets at the end for the best monster noise.
Yeah.
Really segment it like that.
Oh, yeah, I really like that idea.
I'll get you some movie tickets.
Oh, please.
I'll get you some prizes. Surely there's something around here we can steal.
The pot plants.
The pop plants.
Scotch musical tickets.
Oh, Scotch musical tickets. Yeah.
Great shout, Tess.
Keep it
Well
Scotch
done.
themed.
Yeah, you're right. I was just going to go to Wallace down the road, but yeah, you do you.
Go down to Wallace. So, what is next for you? What's your next future endeavours?
Sleeping. I want to go to sleep. Future endeavours. I don't know.
Do you reckon you'll keep growing?
Yeah, we want to keep growing our team.
Yeah.
Our show is national, so when you watch us 5:30 on Channel 9 on Sundays, that's in South Australia, but our show airs about 20 to 25 times around the country. So like my cousins in Bundaberg watch it, my dad's friends in Sydney watch it. We actually were filming last week at a new hotel on South Terrace, and these two women ran up to us and they were like, "Oh my God, we watch your show in Perth." And I was like, "No way." At like what time? They were like 6 a.m. I was like, "Prime time." And they were over here because they saw this episode of us on the Murray Princess, and they were here going on the Murray Princess because of us, and they were staying in the room that we stayed in.
That's awesome.
That's crazy, right?
That is so cool.
We're just we're just filming. We bought them a drink and we bought them lunch, and we were so excited to meet them. And then we've been texting ever since. Like, how cool is that? So I think my dream would be to go more national, but at that same time slot that we're at now.
Yeah.
That's probably our future dreams and endeavours to do that.
That's so
Because
exciting.
then you're taking South Australia to Australia way more.
Yeah.
Because we want, like, those people in Perth, they were like, we had no idea how amazing South Australia was. And they watch our show, and they literally showed us. They went to like 8 wineries the days before of all these places that we'd shared. And that makes me so happy that we're bringing people in to go and explore South Australia.
Yeah.
Because we do live in the best state, and you don't have to go anywhere. You know, back in the day, people might have said, oh, if you want a media career, you've got to go to Melbourne or Sydney. You don't. Like, whatever you want to do, you can do it here. Just know that, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's lots of, like, talk that Adelaide isn't that good, but
No.
you
underrated.
really brought it to
Do you know,
life.
in 8 years of doing episodes like this, we're on it every week of the year. It's 185 segments for 46 brand new episodes of TV. That's my
gosh.
spreadsheet's epic, guys. I'll show you one day. But like
Can't wait.
in that, over 8 years, we still haven't even gone to like not even an eighth of the businesses in South Australia. Because people are always opening up new cafes, new bars, new activities. Like this thing just opened up in Rundle Place. It's opening on Friday night. It's called Fun Lab. It's like bowling alleys, like what are those rooms where you go in adventure rooms, and it's like you're in another world. You don't feel like you're in Adelaide and you walk out and you're in Rundle Mall. Like all this stuff is just opening up, and that's what we get to see and share with everyone. It's pretty good. Don't go. Don't leave Adelaide. Just stay
We
here,
won't.
okay?
We'll stay
As
here.
your vet,
Yep.
open your vet, and then I'll bring my dog to you. And what are you going to do when you grow up? When you grow up,
See,
Bit of everything.
just
what do you love doing?
She's a bit of a sporting prodigy.
I play sport, but I don't really.
She's pretty good at it. She's pretty
it
humble. Sorry, couldn't get that out.
Basketball?
No,
Did you say
I
basketball? No.
play
Netball.
netball and football.
Oh, hey, you might be AFLW.
She probably is.
You might
Thanks,
be.
Tess.
That's good. Take that. Just
Just-
take it and run with it, okay?
What were you just selected in? Just
Oh, that's all right.
the state.
What was it?
State something. There's too many. I don't remember them.
Everyone needs a friend like Tess. She's really
Exactly.
good at pushing you up.
Thank you, Tess. I really
very
appreciate
humble.
it.
Yeah, don't be humble. No, actually, always be humble.
Stay
But then
humble.
Always hang out with Tess
Yep.
because you'll be like, check out what my friend Poppy's just done.
Oh yeah, I love it. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us.
Yes, thank
We've
you.
learnt a lot.
Yeah.
There's just businesses, making your own business. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that one day. Make my own business.
Maybe that's
Make
your
your own
career.
business. It's so weird thinking about it now, like at the beginning, like when you start a business and how it all happens, but you do it. You
Yeah.
just do it. And that's the whole journey. The journey is the best part. When you guys leave school has been the best journey for you. And it's like giving you all the tools that you need. And then when you leave and you go to uni or TAFE or whatever you decide to do, you might not want to do anything. You might want to start a business or work for someone. Whatever you do, that's your next journey. And you're like, you guys have got the most exciting time ahead. Just
Yeah.
enjoy it. Enjoy the crazy ride.
Focus on the journey, not the destination.
True.
Inspirational.
Thank you.
Well done, Tal.
Thanks.
You might be a poet or something.
Yeah, probably next Shakespeare or something. Anyway, that was episode 19. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for coming in, Lauren.
Thanks, guys.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Do we get a jingle to like sing us out?
Oh, we do.
Ready? Jingle it. Go. Yes.
This song's my favourite part.
Yeah, so.